I called the listing agent the night before to secure permission to enter their house on Desert Forest Lane. He was delighted and said I could do so at any time as the house was vacant. Literally the minute after I started filming, a moving truck moved down the street. It seems that friends of the owners are renting the house currently, moving in. I apologize for occasionally getting them on film, but I wanted to get the footage quickly and depart. So as you can see, when you come in the front entryway, no worries. You're coming in the front entryway, doesn't seem as much of a tunnel in real life as it looks like on the photos. You have a beautiful etched glass front door. Bear with me. And it immediately opens into a foyer. And this, I believe, would maybe be a formal living room. You can see they have a baby grand in here right now. It's actually a dark day right now, semi-overcast, so this is a pretty good indication of how bright the house can be. Here is one bedroom upstairs. Give a little perspective, all the things they have. You can see this is basically, it's a mattress for a crib. Closet back here, it's a good sized closet. Come through this way, here is the laundry room. And the door here goes to the secondary single bay garage. It's a little extra deep. If you're good, you could probably get a boat in here. So you can see they're loading stuff in. Back out. This is, as I said, looks like sort of a living area. There's your baby grand. This is the full bathroom. Try and get some lights on. You have a full bath and a tub. Now we'll go into the master bedroom. These doorways are 36 inches wide. That's something I've noted that they've actually listed as well, so it is wheelchair friendly. You can see you come in the master bedroom. There's a parlor area, quite sizable. I was impressed. And you come into the closet, and the closet is incredibly spacious. You could probably fit a large family in here if it was in Tokyo. This would be considered an apartment. As you can see, there are sloping, not quite cathedral, sloping ceilings. I don't think the pictures have done justice. So I'll come to the corner. As you can see, it has the bench up there so you can put some plants or relatives you dislike. We'll go into the master bathroom. As you can see, it's not as tunnel-like as I saw on the photos. There's a sink here, windows, and there's one of your views out to the golf course, and you can see some of the mountains out there, the Traverse Mountains. Sorry, it's not focusing outside right now. I'll get some outside footage too. There's the toilet, and as you can see, it's definitely handicap accessible. They have the rails everywhere. So it's a stand-up shower, or you can have a wheelchair shower here. So that is the master. Resetting from the front door. We come in actually to the family room proper. There's a nice gas fireplace. Sort of a little alcove there, you can put the family portrait. That is a large hutch that's 6 feet tall and probably about 10 feet wide, I would guess. You can see this does have cathedral ceilings. Then you go into the kitchen. You can see stainless, oven and microwave. Probably going a little fast, I'm sorry. Oven and microwave. The cabinets, they look to be in good condition. The hood is stainless as well. You can see the stove it's a flat top. This is granite. It's actually quite nice. I'm not sure, I'd have to read again if the fridge is going to convey. Here is the sink. The sink is actually in the island. I thought that was kind of interesting. A lot of times you'll see a secondary sink, but not the primary. There's the dishwasher. Here is the dining area, and it spills right out. The dining area, as you can see, there's the lamp, chandelier I should say, goes right out, and here's your view. straight out. That's Microsoft out there, actually. And across the highway is Adobe. That's their new headquarters. Unfortunately, like I said, there's a little bit of blue sky. This is about one of 4 days where it's cloudy. But there's your view of the fairway. Just across the actual golf course is the new heavy rail called the Front Runner that goes straight up to downtown Salt Lake. And it also goes to down to Provo. Here's your pantry. If you need more than that, wow. I'm really impressed. That's a big pantry. From the fridge. Here is your mud room. And then into the primary garage. This is a 2-car. Plenty large. And as you can see, there's an entry up into the attic from here. And there's the garage. And there is a door accessing the outside. I've just come down into the basement. That's the front door. We come over. This room is enormous. The pictures truly do not do it justice. As you can see, there is way over here. There's a treadmill, and I'll swing around. And no lights are on right now, so this is all the ambient lighting, which is pretty good. You saw how it's cloudy. Those chandeliers hanging down. Obviously, someone would put a pool table right there. Ceilings are about 7-8 feet here downstairs. So there's the stairway. As you can see, it's actually, there's recessed lighting throughout. Really well done. Here we have hard storage downstairs with built-ins. These are fantastic. These are really well done. I had these in my home. Beautiful right angles. These were done with care, which is always nice. So now I'm in the back. Now I'm in the back corner of the great room. This runs the length of the house. It truly is enormous. You can see, I mean, for perspective, I'm glad they're actually putting the furniture in here. You can see that's a 3-person couch right there. We'll come back through. You can see down here they've put, oh, the light came on. That's great.
Did it turn on?
It did. It just came on. So I hit my head on it.
You fixed it.
I did.
Sharp for that.
So you can see here there's pergo on the floor. This could obviously be, it is plumbed. There is a sink here. Basically this would end up being almost like a mother-in-law suite. You could put another kitchen downstairs. That is a really big thing here in Utah. More storage in this closet. It's underneath the stairs. Nice and dark. Sorry. So we go from the kitchen in to a downstairs bathroom. Dual sinks. And there's your toilet. And then we have stand-up shower. We're in the secondary again. Again, that was the bathroom. Come around the corner, there are 2 bedrooms here. I was very surprised at the size of this one. The photos did not do it justice. This is quite large. You can see that's a twin-sized mattress. So it gives you some perspective. And then their closet is here for this bedroom. We come into the second bedroom here, downstairs. This is a fair size, 12 by 12 perhaps. Little alcove there. I'll go in there so we can get a little perspective of the room. Of course, I'm going to look critically at the house too, and first thing that jumped out, you can see the louver to the garage. Is out of focus? There we go. You can see that one. Obviously, the paint's kind of falling apart a little bit, and there's a little bit of trim as well. Some other negatives I could see. You can see there's some cracking in the actual wall here, vertical crack, so that's just the house settling itself, but there's a crack here. There's another crack here. Excuse me. Another crack here, so it's a couple of the windows, a little bit of house settling cracks. Here you have the back of the house. Another negative, I guess I would say, and again, there's only minor ones on this house. You can see there is a satellite dish, and then here you can see there's a secondary one, or a mounting for a secondary one. A tad redundant if you ask me, so that's just, I'm nitpicking, but that's part of my job. Now I'm just going to do a 180-degree sweep so you guys can see what the view is. That's facing, I was just facing north. Sweeping around, you can see called the Traverse Mountains. Obviously in the foreground you've got a beautiful fairway. Those buildings, office buildings, Zango and Microsoft. Just coming into view a little bit, you can see some of the high Wasatch. It snowed up high today. Coming around you can see American Fork Canyon. And down towards Provo. There's your 180-degree view. We're now on the other side of the house. There's one little foundation, or settling crack. Here's the door into the garage. That's the only other thing I could really see. You can see the paint is peeling badly on the door jambs here. These look like they are rose bushes, so those are probably quite beautiful when they actually flower. And then we're to the other corner of the house. So here's the front. Just giving you a view of the street. A little better than Google Maps street view. Just down this street here, I noticed a community center with a pool. Your neighbors across the street. There's a police officer there. That's always nice to have as a neighbor. And your other neighbors. Just a couple of quick notes that I have for you after reviewing the house. First of all, I apologize for not getting a better shot of the kitchen from the family/dining room. I was a little distracted by people moving in and kind of crossing paths. So for that one, I apologize. I knocked on a bunch of neighbors' doors, sort of doing some due diligence, getting a feel for the neighborhood and just some general information. First of all, the people who are renting the house currently, they intend to be there for 3 months. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but one of the things that really was an alarm bell for me is one of those people, the wife, is a real estate agent. So you can bet she's looking for someone to actually get into that house. So that's something to be aware of. Another thing that I pointed out was the front runner, the heavy rail. One of the neighbors works in downtown Salt Lake City, and she takes front runner every day to work. She says it takes 50 minutes to go from door to door. In that commute, she also has to take a shuttle van from the train station to her office. So it's a pretty quick trip via front runner to downtown Salt Lake. If you're going to drive it without traffic, it's about a 25-minute drive, depending upon your highway speeds. About 25 minutes to downtown Salt Lake. The same thing goes for the airport, about 30 to 35 minutes to the airport. During rush hour traffic, it's about 40 minutes to downtown Salt Lake. Nobody gave me any information heading down to Provo. So if that's the direction you folks are thinking of going, I don't have any information for you on that regard. Another thing they talk about is that this exists in Thanksgiving Point. That's a major attraction in the area. They've got botanical gardens. There's a lot of wedding receptions that go on there. It's a beautiful area. There's some shops there, movie theaters and such, and one of the residents told me they're currently building 3 museums in the area. So Thanksgiving Point is a really big deal. Also, you will have front row seats. Thanksgiving Point has a huge 4th of July fireworks party, and your back patio basically is front row seat for it, so that's an added bonus as well. The community pool is about 6 houses away down the street and across the street. The pool access is included in your HOA fees, and all the neighbors seem to think that was a really fantastic thing, the pool. Another thing was that there is discounted golf. I inquired about that. So you do get discounted golf if that's your thing, since you do pay HOA fees. Neighborhood was fantastic. There are families all across the board. There were grandparents there. There were families with kids of about 3 years old. And as you could see, about 2 doors down and across the street, there is a police officer that lives there. He is the president of the HOA. He's a really great guy. And it's always good to have a cop in the neighborhood with him parked in the driveway, because that pretty much deters any theft. They say the neighborhood's fantastic. Hope I can help you folks out. I hope to hear from you soon. I hope that this video I've made for you helps out. Looking forward to working with you. Thanks.